Close your eyes for a moment and think about this. Out of billions of people breathing on this planet today, you are still here, still standing, still fighting, still dreaming. That alone makes you unbelievably fortunate. Life has tried to break you many times, but somehow you survived every storm that was supposed to destroy you. There is a hidden power moving in your favor even when you cannot see it. Tonight, I need you to stop calling yourself unlucky, because miracles have been following you your entire life. You think luck means having everything perfect, but real luck is waking up with another chance when others never got one. Real luck is having breath in your lungs, hope in your heart, and a future still waiting for you. Some people lost their dreams because they stopped believing in themselves. But you are still searching, still listening, still refusing to give up completely. That means something extraordinary is alive inside you, and life is preparing you for something greater than you can imagine. Listen carefully. The moment you change the story inside your mind, your entire world begins to change around you. The universe responds to the identity you accept. If you keep saying, "Nothing works for me," life will continue proving you right. But the second you declare, "Everything is working in my favor," unseen doors begin opening. Opportunities start appearing from nowhere. People begin helping you unexpectedly, and circumstances shift in ways you never thought possible. You have spent too much time worrying about things that have not even happened yet. You keep expecting disappointment before life even gives you an answer. Relax. Stop fighting the future in your imagination. The power you are searching for is already within you. The moment you become calm inside, life becomes clearer outside. Peace is not weakness. Peace is the highest form of confidence because it says, "I trust that everything is unfolding perfectly for me." Some of you have been praying for a sign, and this speech is your sign. You are not forgotten. You are not behind in life. You are not cursed. Things may have moved slowly, but delay does not mean denial. There are blessings being arranged for you right now that your eyes cannot yet see. Sometimes life isolates you because it is preparing to elevate you. Sometimes the closed door is protection, not punishment. Trust the process even when it makes no sense. The greatest mistake people make is looking at their current reality and assuming it is permanent. But reality changes the moment your inner belief changes. Your mind is like a magnet. Whatever you constantly feel and believe, you begin attracting into your experience. If you walk through life feeling defeated, you will notice every problem. But if you walk through life expecting miracles, you will begin seeing opportunities everywhere. Your expectation shapes your experience. You are far more powerful than you were taught to believe. Every successful person first won the battle inside their own mind before they won in the outside world. They stopped identifying with failure. They stopped repeating old stories. They stopped giving energy to fear. And the moment they did that, life responded differently to them. The same can happen for you starting today, not tomorrow, not next year, right now in this very moment. I need you to understand something deeply. Your imagination is not your enemy, it is your creative power. The pictures you repeatedly hold in your mind slowly become the direction of your life. So stop imagining disaster all the time. Stop replaying fear every night before sleeping. Instead, see yourself healthy, successful, peaceful, loved, and victorious. Feel it emotionally. Live in that feeling, because your feelings are silently shaping your future every single day. There are people who have less talent than you, less intelligence than you, and fewer resources than you, yet they rise because they believe they can. Confidence creates momentum, belief changes behavior, and behavior changes destiny. The moment you truly believe that life is working in your favor, your energy changes completely. You speak differently, walk differently, think differently, and suddenly the world begins treating you differently too. You were never meant to live in constant fear and stress. Stress blocks creativity. Fear blocks abundance. Doubt blocks opportunities. Relax your mind and trust life again. The universe does not respond to desperation. It responds to certainty. When you become calm inside, you send a powerful message that says, "I already know everything will work out for me." That calm faith is magnetic. It attracts the very things you have been chasing for years. Think about all the times you worried endlessly, only for things to somehow work out in the end. You survived situations you once thought would destroy you completely. You made it through heartbreaks, failures, betrayals, sleepless nights, and moments where you almost gave up. Yet here you are, stronger, wiser, still moving forward. Doesn't that prove that something greater has always been guiding your path even in your darkest moments? Your problem is not that miracles are absent from your life. Your problem is that you have become blind to them because you focus too much on what is missing. Start appreciating what is already going right. Gratitude changes your frequency. The more thankful you become, the more reasons life gives you to feel thankful. Appreciate the small blessings, because the small blessings are often preparing you for the massive breakthrough ahead. Somebody listening to this feels tired of trying. You feel exhausted mentally and emotionally. But hear me carefully. Your breakthrough often arrives right after the moment you feel like quitting. Life tests your faith before it rewards your persistence. Do not give up now. You've already survived too much to stop here. One conversation, one opportunity, one decision, one unexpected moment can completely transform your entire life forever. You do not need to chase worthiness anymore. You are already worthy of love, success, peace, abundance, and happiness. Stop acting like you must suffer endlessly before life allows you to receive good things. You were born deserving greatness. The moment you accept that truth internally, you stop begging life for permission to be happy. You begin walking with quiet confidence because you know what belongs to you is already making its way toward you. The energy you carry matters more than you realize. People can feel your belief before you even speak. If you constantly carry hopelessness, life reflects that energy back to you. But when you carry expectation, faith, and gratitude, you become magnetic. Opportunities are drawn toward you naturally. You no longer force things desperately because you understand that what is meant for you cannot miss you. Stop comparing your journey to everyone else's journey. Some flowers bloom in spring, others bloom in winter, but both are beautiful in their own season. Your path is unique. Your timing is unique. Just because someone else succeeded earlier does not mean you are failing. Life is not a race. Your story is unfolding exactly as it needs to unfold. Trust your timing instead of doubting your value. Tonight, make a decision to release fear from your heart. Stop carrying old pain into your future. Stop expecting the worst. Stop speaking negatively about yourself. Your words have power. Your assumptions have power. Your beliefs have power. Speak life into your future. Declare abundance over your life. Declare peace over your mind. Declare success over your journey. The world changes when your inner conversation changes. And finally, remember this forever. You are not an ordinary person struggling through an ordinary life. You are someone chosen to experience greatness in ways you cannot yet fully understand. There is a reason you are still here. There is a reason your heart still carries dreams. There is a reason your soul refuses to give up. Relax. Breathe deeply. Trust life again. Because you are already one of the most miraculously lucky people in this world, and the best chapters of your story have not even begun yet. Most people spend their lives trapped in constant tension, overthinking every situation, and trying to control every outcome. They believe worrying will somehow protect them from failure or disappointment. They think if they stress enough, they can force life to move according to their plans. But the truth is, stress does not create clarity. Fear does not attract success. Overthinking does not bring peace. In fact, the more desperate and anxious you become, the more blocked and exhausted your mind feels. Real power begins the moment you learn how to relax and trust the process of life. Look at your own experiences carefully. Some of the best moments in your life happened unexpectedly when you stopped forcing things so hard. Opportunities arrived out of nowhere. Solutions appeared when you least expected them. Things somehow worked out after nights of endless worry. Life has a strange way of unfolding naturally when you stop trying to control every tiny detail. That does not mean you stop taking action or stop caring about your goals. It means you stop operating from fear and desperation. When your mind is filled with stress, you cannot think clearly. Fear narrows your vision. Anxiety makes every problem appear bigger than it really is. You begin expecting the worst before life even gives you an answer. Your energy becomes heavy, your confidence weakens, and eventually you start doubting your own abilities. But when you relax internally, something powerful happens. Your mind becomes clearer, your emotions become balanced, your decisions improve. You begin noticing opportunities and solutions that stress was hiding from you. Many people believe relaxation means laziness, but true relaxation is actually a form of deep confidence. It is the ability to remain calm even when circumstances are uncertain. It is the decision to trust that things are unfolding in your favor, even if you cannot yet see the full picture. A relaxed mind is not weak. A relaxed mind is powerful because it refuses to be controlled by fear. It says, I will continue moving forward, but I will not destroy my peace trying to force life. Think about how nature works. Flowers bloom naturally. The sun rises naturally. Seasons change naturally. Life itself flows with ease when it is not resisted. But humans often create unnecessary suffering by constantly fighting reality. They replay negative thoughts, fear future outcomes, and carry emotional pressure every single day. They forget that peace is one of the greatest forms of strength a person can possess. When you relax and trust the journey, you stop wasting energy on panic and begin using that energy to create, grow, and move forward. There is a huge difference between effort and force. Effort is healthy. Effort means taking action toward your dreams, improving yourself, and staying committed. Force, however, comes from fear. Force comes from the belief that everything will collapse if you are not constantly worrying. And that mindset drains your spirit. You were never meant to carry the entire universe on your shoulders. Some things in life require patience, trust, and surrender. Not every answer appears instantly, and not every blessing arrives on your schedule. The truth is, many of the things you stress about today will not even matter a few years from now. You have already spent nights worrying about situations that eventually solved themselves. You survived moments you thought would destroy you completely. Life kept moving forward. Doors eventually opened. New people entered your life. New opportunities appeared. Yet during those difficult moments, your mind convinced you that everything was hopeless. This is why learning to relax is so important. Your fear often lies to you about the future. When you trust the process, you stop measuring your worth by temporary setbacks. You stop assuming delays mean failure. You understand that some things take time to unfold. A seed planted in the ground does not become a tree overnight. Growth happens quietly before it becomes visible. In the same way, your life may be transforming behind the scenes even when you cannot immediately see results. Just because nothing appears to be changing externally does not mean progress is not happening internally. People who constantly live in stress unknowingly block themselves from receiving joy and abundance. Their minds are always focused on what could go wrong instead of what could go right. They expect disappointment so strongly that they become emotionally closed off from possibility. But relaxed people carry a different energy. They move through life with openness, trust, and certainty. They believe that even if challenges come, they will find a way through them. That belief creates emotional stability and inner strength. You must learn to stop chasing life from a place of desperation. Desperation pushes things away because it is rooted in fear and lack. Calm confidence attracts opportunities because it is rooted in trust. When you truly believe that what belongs to you will find its way to you, your energy changes completely. You stop begging for validation. You stop panicking about timing. You stop comparing your journey to others. Instead, you focus on becoming peaceful, focused, and emotionally balanced. There is something beautiful about a person who remains calm during uncertainty. While others panic, they trust. While others overreact, they remain grounded. While others constantly fear the future, they continue believing in better days. That calmness is not ignorance, it is wisdom. It is the understanding that life has always found a way to carry them through difficult seasons before, and it will continue doing so again. Relaxation also allows you to reconnect with yourself. Stress disconnects you from your inner voice. It fills your mind with noise, fear, and confusion. But when you slow down and breathe deeply, you begin hearing yourself clearly again. You remember your strength. You remember your dreams. You remember that you are capable of overcoming challenges. Peace reconnects you with your true power. You do not need to have every answer right now. You do not need to know exactly how everything will happen. Sometimes your only job is to keep moving forward with faith. Trust that life is unfolding in ways beyond your current understanding. Trust that closed doors are protecting you from wrong paths. Trust that delays may be preparing you for something greater. Trust that the struggles you face today are shaping you into a stronger and wiser person. At the end of the day, peace is far more valuable than constant stress. A calm mind makes better decisions. A peaceful heart experiences more joy. A relaxed spirit attracts better energy into life. Stop carrying unnecessary fear about the future. Stop fighting every moment internally. Breathe deeply and remind yourself that you do not have to control everything for things to work out beautifully. Sometimes the greatest transformation begins the moment you finally relax and trust that life is already moving in your favor. Most people spend their lives focusing on what is missing instead of appreciating what is already present. They wake up thinking about problems, delays, disappointments, and everything they wish they had. Because of that habit, their minds become trained to notice negativity everywhere. Even when good things happen, they quickly ignore them and return their attention to fear and lack. But the moment gratitude enters your life, your entire perspective begins to change. Gratitude is not just saying thank you. Gratitude is an energy. It is a way of seeing life differently, and that energy has the power to transform your reality completely. Think about how different you feel when you truly appreciate something. In that moment, your heart becomes lighter, your mind becomes calmer. You stop feeling empty because your attention shifts toward abundance instead of lack. Gratitude reminds you that life has already given you many blessings, even if everything is not perfect yet. The simple fact that you are alive, breathing, learning, growing, and still capable of dreaming is already a miracle many people take for granted every single day. When people constantly complain, they unknowingly train their minds to expect more negativity. They become emotionally attached to problems. They keep repeating stories about bad luck, unfair circumstances, and disappointment. Over time, this mindset drains their energy and weakens their hope. But gratitude creates the opposite effect. Gratitude trains your mind to focus on possibilities, blessings, and opportunities. The more you appreciate life, the more hopeful and positive your inner world becomes. There is something powerful about expectation as well. The human mind moves in the direction of what it expects. If you constantly expect failure, rejection, and disappointment, your emotions and actions begin reflecting that belief. You become hesitant, you lose confidence, you stop trying fully because part of you already assumes things will not work out. But when you start expecting miracles, opportunities, and success, your energy changes completely. You begin acting with greater confidence because your mind believes good things are possible. This is why some people seem naturally lucky. It is not always because life gives them fewer challenges. Often, it is because they carry an expectation that things will somehow work out in their favor. They believe opportunities exist for them. They believe solutions will appear. They believe better days are coming. That belief creates resilience during difficult times and allows them to keep moving forward instead of giving up. Their expectation becomes a source of strength. Imagine two people facing the exact same challenge. One person says, "This always happens to me. Nothing ever works out." The other says, "This is temporary. Something better is coming." Both may face the same situation, but emotionally they are living in completely different worlds. One person sinks deeper into negativity, while the other keeps their mind open to possibility. Gratitude and positive expectation protect your spirit from becoming consumed by hopelessness. Many people delay gratitude until after they achieve success. They say, "I'll be thankful when I finally get what I want." But life does not work that way. Gratitude must come first. The energy of appreciation opens your heart and changes your mindset before external results appear. When you become thankful now, even for small things, you stop living with constant emotional lack. You begin realizing that life is already supporting you in countless unseen ways. Think about all the little blessings that quietly exist around you every day. The ability to wake up in the morning, the ability to breathe deeply, the people who care about you, the lessons you have learned, the strength you gained from painful experiences, the opportunities still waiting ahead of you. These things may seem ordinary because you see them daily, but they are extraordinary when viewed with awareness. Gratitude helps you recognize the beauty that stress and negativity often hide from your eyes. There is also power in expecting good things without becoming desperate or impatient. Positive expectation does not mean forcing life to obey your timeline. It means trusting that what is meant for you is already moving toward you in the right moment. It means waking up with faith instead of fear. It means believing that even if things are difficult right now, your future still holds possibilities beyond your imagination. Your expectations silently influence your behavior every single day. If you expect rejection, you may avoid opportunities because fear controls your actions. If you expect failure, you may stop trying too soon. But if you expect growth, success, and breakthroughs, you naturally become more open, confident, and courageous. You start taking action with belief instead of hesitation. That shift alone can completely transform the direction of your life. Gratitude also protects your peace. People who constantly compare themselves to others often feel empty because they focus only on what they lack. Social media, competition, and comparison can make people forget how blessed they truly are. But gratitude brings you back to yourself. It reminds you that your journey is unique. It teaches you to value your progress instead of feeling bitter about someone else's success. The more grateful you become for your own path, the more peaceful your heart feels. One of the most beautiful things about gratitude is that it changes even difficult experiences. Instead of seeing pain only as suffering, gratitude allows you to see growth within the struggle. Instead of seeing failure only as loss, you begin seeing lessons and wisdom. Instead of seeing delays as punishment, you start seeing preparation. Gratitude transforms your perspective, and perspective changes everything. Expectation is equally important because life often responds to the emotional energy you consistently carry. If your heart is always filled with fear, your world begins looking dark and limited. But when your heart carries hope, trust, and expectation, you begin seeing doors where others only see walls. Your mind becomes creative instead of fearful. Your spirit becomes stronger instead of defeated. You must stop speaking negatively about your future. Stop saying things like, "Nothing good ever happens to me," or "I'll probably fail anyway." Those words shape your mindset more than you realize. Instead, begin declaring positive things over your life. Say, "Something amazing is coming." Say, "Life is working in my favor." Say, "I am attracting peace, success, and happiness." At first, it may feel unfamiliar, but over time, those thoughts begin changing your emotional state and your confidence. The people who experience the most joy in life are not always the people with the most possessions. Often they are the people who learned how to appreciate life deeply and expect good things with faith. They understand that happiness is not found only in future achievements. It is also found in present awareness, inner peace, and trust in the journey ahead. Never underestimate the power of gratitude and positive expectation. Gratitude changes your focus from scarcity to abundance. Expectation changes your energy from fear to faith. Together, they create a mindset capable of attracting peace, confidence, opportunities, and miracles into your life. The more thankful you become and the more confidently you expect good things, the more life begins reflecting that energy back to you in extraordinary ways. There are moments in life when pain becomes so heavy that people start believing they have been forgotten by the world. They look at their struggles, delays, failures, and disappointments and silently convince themselves that maybe happiness was never meant for them. They begin comparing their lives to others and wonder why success seems easier for everyone else. Day by day, doubt grows stronger, and eventually they start calling themselves unlucky. But the truth is, you are not forgotten, and you were never abandoned by life. Your journey is still unfolding, even if you cannot yet see where it is leading you. Sometimes life becomes quiet before a major transformation. There are seasons where nothing seems to move, nothing seems to change, and your prayers feel unanswered. During these moments, it is easy to lose hope. You begin questioning your worth and wondering if your dreams will ever become reality. But just because you cannot see progress does not mean progress is not happening. Some of the most important changes happen invisibly before they appear physically. A seed grows beneath the soil long before anyone sees the flower bloom. Many people think blessings only come in the form of money, fame, or instant success. But some blessings arrive as protection, wisdom, strength, and redirection. Sometimes the opportunity you lost was saving you from future pain. Sometimes the relationship that ended was making space for something healthier. Sometimes the delay that frustrated you was preparing you emotionally and mentally for something greater than you were ready for before. Life often protects people in ways they do not immediately understand. You must stop measuring your worth by your current circumstances. Your present situation is not your final destination. Difficult seasons do not define who you are. Failure does not define who you are. Delays do not define who you are. Many of the world's strongest and most successful people once felt lost, rejected, and hopeless too. The difference is they did not allow temporary darkness to convince them that their future had disappeared. They continued believing even when they could not yet see results. There is a reason you are still alive today, despite everything you have faced. There is a reason your heart still carries dreams, even after disappointment. There is a reason part of you still wants to keep trying. That desire inside you is not meaningless. It is proof that your story is not over yet. Life does not place dreams inside your heart without also creating the possibility for them to become real. The journey may take longer than expected, but that does not mean your blessings are not coming. Too many people give up right before life begins changing for them. They become tired of waiting. They become exhausted emotionally. They stop believing because results did not arrive quickly enough. But breakthroughs often happen after periods of uncertainty and struggle. The darkest nights are often followed by the brightest mornings. Just because you cannot currently see the full picture does not mean life is working against you. Sometimes life is simply arranging things behind the scenes in ways beyond your understanding. You have survived things that once felt impossible to survive. There were moments when you thought your heart would never heal, moments when fear convinced you that your future was ruined, moments when loneliness felt unbearable. Yet somehow, step by step, you kept moving forward. You may not even realize how strong you have become because you are too focused on what still hurts. But your survival itself is proof of incredible inner strength. You are much stronger than you give yourself credit for. One of the biggest lies people tell themselves is, maybe good things happen for others, but not for me. That belief slowly destroys hope. It closes the heart to possibility. It creates emotional walls that block joy, peace, and confidence. But the truth is, you are just as worthy of happiness and success as anyone else in this world. You do not need permission to believe in better days. You do not need to prove your worth through endless suffering before life allows you to receive blessings. Your blessings may not look exactly like someone else's blessings, and that is okay. Every person has a different path, different timing, and different lessons to learn. Some people bloom early, while others bloom later in life. But late blooming does not mean failure. In fact, many people discover their greatest purpose after years of struggle and uncertainty. Do not rush your journey simply because you are comparing yourself to others. Your timing is unique, and your path is unfolding exactly as it needs to. It is also important to understand that blessings are not always loud and dramatic. Sometimes blessings arrive quietly. They arrive through unexpected opportunities, peaceful moments, healing conversations, new perspectives, or small changes that slowly transform your life over time. The problem is that people often overlook these quiet miracles because they are too busy waiting for something massive to happen instantly. But life changes little by little before it changes completely. You must begin speaking differently about your future. Stop declaring defeat over your life. Stop saying, nothing will ever change, or maybe I'm just unlucky. Your words carry power. Your beliefs shape your emotional world. If you constantly speak hopelessly about your future, your mind begins accepting hopelessness as truth. But when you begin speaking with faith, something shifts inside you. Hope returns, confidence grows, your energy changes, and that new energy opens your heart to opportunities you may have ignored before. There is still so much life ahead of you. There are people you have not met yet who will inspire and support you. There are opportunities you cannot currently imagine. There are moments of peace, love, joy, and success waiting for you in the future. Do not let temporary pain convince you that your entire story will remain painful forever. Life changes unexpectedly sometimes. One moment, one decision, one opportunity, or one connection can completely transform everything. You are not forgotten by life. You are not invisible. You are not cursed. You are someone going through a chapter, not someone trapped in a permanent ending. The struggles you face today are shaping your strength, your wisdom, and your character for the future ahead. One day, you will look back and realize that even during the moments when you felt lost, life was still guiding you toward growth and transformation. So hold on a little longer, believe a little deeper, trust yourself a little more. Even if your path feels uncertain right now, your blessings are still making their way toward you. Your future is still filled with possibility. Your story is still being written, and the greatest chapters of your life may still be waiting just ahead of you.